how to draw a snail. Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little snail with markers, step by step. This is an easy drawing lesson for kids, beginners, and kids of all ages. Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Animal Farm, we draw all sorts of animals. So let's draw. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have a dollar store drawing pad here. It's 11.5 by 8 inches. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, and I have my old paintbrush here that I use to dust off my page. Today we're using markers, and we're going to be using green, orange, and I have a fine tipped marker here for outlining. So why don't I clear my workspace and we can begin. Now I just want to let you know my 5 dogs are in this room with me, so you will probably hear them moving around and playing and maybe even barking. Okay, so this is going to be a fun little drawing today. The first thing we're going to do is draw the snail's back. Now we're going to draw just a circle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in pencil. I'm going to outline with my fine tip black marker, and then I'm going to erase my pencil marks, okay? Now for the body of the snail, it's kind of like a cylinder. Looks like a hot dog. And it's round there. And we're going to draw little antennas like this, one on each side of her head. She's going to be a she today. And what we'll do is we'll draw kind of a spiral, and we'll start in the middle, and we're going to go around like this. Okay? And we'll just draw some eyes, big oval eyes. And we'll put a little oval inside for her pupil. And we can draw her mouth and some details later, but that's basically the shape of our snail. So what I'm going to do is take my black fine-tipped marker and outline everything, okay? And at the same time, I might fix a few things. And I'm not worried about staying inside the pencil lines because I am going to erase them. But if you don't want to erase them, try to follow your pencil line. This is an easy little drawing for today. There we go. Mine is outlined. Now what I want you to do, make sure your marker is dry. I know mine is dry because I know my marker, it dries very fast. But what you can do is take a piece of paper or a paper towel and put it on top and just blot it to see. Because if you start erasing your pencil marks with a wet marker, it's going to smear everywhere. I know mine's dry, so I'm lightly going to start erasing, very lightly. I don't want to press down too hard on the page because I don't want to damage my paper. And there's always a possibility that you could erase a little bit of the marker. Marker doesn't erase easily, but it can fade. So we want to make sure that we don't erase the marker at all. I don't like this eraser very much. This is not the eraser I usually use. The other one, the dogs got to it. And they used it as a tug of war. So I was at the dollar store. I bought this dollar store eraser, but it's not very good. Usually I don't mind using dollar store supplies, but this eraser, I have to find another one. Okay. So let's start to add a little bit of color. I'm going to start with my orange, and the back of the snail is going to be orange. So I'm going to fill that in completely with orange marker. Now, if you want, you can use coloring pencils or crayons to color in your snail. Just going to be careful here. I don't want to get any orange into the body because that's going to be green. And if you mix orange and green, it kind of looks like brown, like an ugly, yucky brown. And I'm kind of not staying in the right place here. My dogs are distracting me. And I got a little bit of orange into her tail area. So I'm going to be careful. Alright, so I've kind of done an outline. Now I can just fill it in with my marker. As I record this video, we are in midsummer here in Canada. And there are snails out there in the garden, chewing on all my lettuce. I figure, what the heck, they're hungry too, right? I'll just let them chew on the lettuce, at least this year. I'm so busy with the dogs that I haven't been able to do much gardening this year. You can hear them playing in the background, maybe. I gave them some chew toys so that they'd kind of be quiet while I'm doing my videos. It's my puppy Benny and his mama, Lulu Lucy. I'll show you a picture of them. This is Benny and Lucy, mother and puppy. They're always playing. Always. I don't know how they find the energy. All right, my snail's back is looking pretty nice in orange. And you could use another color. This is just a fun little drawing. We're obviously not trying to make it look realistic. You could use pink or blue. Any color you want. Purple would be nice. A purple on the back and pink on the body would be nice. There we go. So I've got my snail's back all done. Now I'm going to take my green marker and fill in her body, except for I'm going to be careful not to put any green into her eyes. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I love green and orange together. They look really nice. I'm going to be very careful around her eyes. And there we go. And around the edge of her back too. I don't want to get any green into the orange. Like I said, it kind of turns into a yucky looking brown color, so. My dogs are all quiet now. I wonder, what are they up to? They're not usually this quiet. How are you guys doing? Do you see snails in your garden or in your yard or in the park outside? In French, they're called escargots. And there's a silly little joke I remember hearing. I'm probably going to mess it up, but I'll try to tell the joke. There were these two snails, and they saw a car with a big S on the top. and they were in France. I think this is how it goes. And one said to the other, "Wow, look at that." And the other said, "What?" And they said, "Look at that escargot." Because it was supposed to be a snail driving the car. I forgot to mention that, didn't I? I told you I was going to mess up that joke. But escargot in French is French for snail, so if you tell the joke, you can probably tell it better than me. Look at that escargot. Okay, so I've got her body all colored in. I'm going to take my little black marker here and just fill in her pupils. I want those to be black. Usually I take a Sharpie to do this because it's easier, but I forgot to pull my Sharpie out today. That's one. I'm just gonna put my glasses on because I'm having a hard time seeing. Okay, that's better. I can see where I missed here. And I'll fill in the other eye too. Okay, so why don't we add a little bit of detail? So I think what I'm going to do is color in the antennas. Maybe I'll do that green. Let's just color in the antenna green. Or how do you say it? Plural. Antennae. Just put some green in there. Just to give it a little more color. I went outside the lines a bit, but that's okay. Now let's give her a big smile. I'm going to give her some teeth. So I'm going to give her a big open mouth smile. And for teeth, you just kind of draw a line in the middle and then lines down like that. This is cartoon, right? So it doesn't have to look realistic. And because she's a she, I'm going to give her some eyelashes. And some eyebrows. And there you have it, my friends. That is our snail. Now I want you to sign your work. I want you to be very proud of the beautiful work of art that you just created. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, my friends, and we'll see you next time on Animal Farm. Thanks for watching. Bye.